Hello and welcome to Soul Spire. Welcome, Soul Family. I'm so glad that you made it here today, and I hope that you are feeling your most best in this moment. I know a lot of things have been going on, and we've been feeling anxious and maybe on the edge, and just having a lot of uncertainty and difficulties that we are facing. So, hopefully, I can help provide some insight as far as to what's going on with you in your current life and what's the energy. And if you were called here for this message, there is definitely something here for you. So, let's begin. That was actually at the bottom of the deck. So, I think you're scared to go in a new direction. I think you are fearing the unknown at this current moment within your life, and you're holding on to some things from your past that have, been toxic relationships, and not necessarily just with people, but any kind of toxic relationship that you could possibly have in your life. You may be having some difficult times releasing those things, within your life and moving forward. Whatever it is, it's something that's, been around for a while that you felt bound to. Maybe you believe that this is a part of you or just who you are. But I think you're trying to analyze your life and who you are as a person and see that these things that maybe you thought were a part of you aren't, and maybe they've been conditioned within you from society and, family or people around you through the programming. So you're actually trying to break free from this. But, of course, it can be difficult because you've been tied down to these things for so long. But that doesn't mean that there is a new timeline ahead. I think you're trying to balance your divine feminine and masculine energy and, be more intuitive, but also take action within your life. And you're wanting to make these changes, and it's just a fear that you have of moving forward, and releasing some of these things because they have been so conditioned within you that, it's never that easy. Addictions and things that we enjoy aren't always for our best interests, and, it you have to have the self-awareness to realize that it's something that you even need to let go. And for you, it's having the self-realization that these things aren't a part of you. They aren't who you are. They've just things that you've picked up along the way that have been programmed in you from, the negative powers that be that don't want you to, excel in life. And move forward. They want to keep you down and bound and feeling like you have to have these things, these substances, or these relationships, or these thoughts, but you're moving to a point where you don't believe this anymore, and you know that there's more to your life and that you're able to do more in your life. It's just restructuring these thought patterns and, changing the way that you do think about yourself and your life and your direction. And it's really been putting you out of balance. You've been resisting the change, because whatever part of you that's bound to these thoughts or ideas or people, circumstances. So it's had you out of balance for a while, but you're making the decision that you're wanting to do, what's best for you, which is going to allow the waters to somewhat settle in your life versus being so wavy in the ups and downs and, the constant shifting. So you're at a point where you're trying to ride the wave and not being consumed by it. So that's great that you're, trying to be more in balance with who you are and no longer allow these things to hold you down. You're trying to be more grounded and look at things from a higher perspective, which will create more balance for you, but it's just you trying to get there and attain it. So you also feel leery of leaving things behind. I think maybe it's some people that you love, things that you aren't privy to knowing are happening around you. The universe is changing your direction, and it's difficult because these things you are attached to, and you will have to walk away from them. But I think you're in that self-realization point of your journey where you're figuring that out and realizing these attachments and things aren't in your best interest and you have to break free from them. So with the re-evaluation of your circumstances and wanting to be more in balance and create more fluidity in your life and, going with the flow instead of always having these rocky ups and downs, you're realizing that you have to leave some things behind. So that's definitely what's coming for you. You're going to have to make a decision to move forward and leave some things in your past, and it's going to lead you to a better place and happier times. And again, the universe is helping you shift into a new direction that you don't know where this is leading you, but it's an inner calling within that you're being pulled towards. And there will be, more abundance and more people who feel familiar within your life where you are headed. But unfortunately, the people that or circumstances that you have existed with currently, it's time, to release in order for you to get to a better place within your life. And you're trying to attain this on your own, and you have the ability and the powers. You're trying to remain grounded, and that's what it's going to take. And you will be showered with the happiness and abundance that you are seeking within this life. You're just going to need to release some of these holds that you have on you, whether they be mental or physical. You're going to have to let go of some particular people, circumstances, even thought patterns within your life. And it's going to enable you to stand in your power and create the life that you desire, that you know that you're capable of. But right now, it's being blocked from you because you need to make the necessary changes. And once you allow yourself to release and move forward on your journey to the direction that you're being called towards, it's going to allow you to have the Nine of Cups that, you've worked so hard towards. And it's definitely coming for you in your future. And you will feel showered with, love and a feeling of fulfillment and peace within your life that you are creating on your own. This is all your doings because you're wanting to go in a better direction. So even though you fear these changes, fear isn't real. So you need to release that so you can move forward, because you have so much greatness in store for you. Spirit wants to shower you in so much abundance and love and happiness, but you're needing to move forward and let go and release whatever these things are so you can be more in balance. And that's what you're wanting to attain right now. Let's see what else. A new cycle is approaching for you in your life. One that is, divine, and you are more aware. There's more self-awareness. You're more in tuned and tapped in with all elements of yourself and the world. And you've studied and you are studying. You're gaining knowledge and power within your life. You're using your mind in a way to propel you forward versus before allowing it to hold you down. And maybe there's just some residual things that you need to release. There's always some kind of work to be done. Spiritually, you have this already. It's just creating this for yourself in this physical world. And sometimes that can be the hardest, because the 3D world is definitely different from the spiritual world. And you're trying to figure out, how do I navigate this within my life? How do I get to the direction where I'm supposed to be? But spiritually, you're already there. So at this point, you're trying to figure out how to create this in your life. And you got to start putting in the work physically. We have to have the physical manifestations that you're doing towards getting, what it is that you desire. Manifestations don't just fall in your lap. You have to do the work, and that's what you're being called to do, because this is a new timeline for you. You are being guided in this direction, and this is for you. Everyone doesn't want to see you propel. They don't want to see you ascend. They would like for you to stay down, on their level. But that's not your journey. Your journey is about transcending and transmuting the things that you've been through. And you know this spiritually. Unconsciously, you are aware of the path that you need to take. Right now, you're just kind of resisting. So, with this self-awareness that you have, it's going to enable you to move forward on your journey and get to where you're trying to go and gain that momentum for you to keep moving forward. And whatever it is that you need to do to create your manifestation, whatever work that it is on this physical world, you need to begin. And I think you know what that is. I really believe that you are in tune with this, and it's something that you've always felt within your core. Maybe you don't know exactly what the direction is, but you know something is pulling you from within, and it's going to be something that is easy for you and naturally comes to you. Yes, you'll have to work, but it won't be grueling, it won't be backbreaking, it won't be soul sucking, and it's going to flourish and manifest for you. All you have to do is make it happen. You have the ability. You have the magician here. And it's about creation. Creating in the spiritual world and in the physical. As above, so below. That's what you are creating. Spiritually, you're already there. But now it's time to make it manifest within this 3D life. To get yourself going. And it's going to create so much abundance for you. You're just being called to be in balance, be in touch with your spiritual self, your mind, your emotions. Realize that this is the physical world, but also know that spiritually you are protected and you have the powers. This snake is around you because around your inner core, you have awakened, you're beginning to awaken to your strength and what it is that you are able to create in this world. So this is a new beginning for you of creating and manifesting the life that you desire. So you shouldn't fear, because so much is going to blossom from this. So much is going to flourish from this. You are headed towards a higher timeline. The old cycle in your life of things not going well and things, always messing up or feeling like, cursed, and why can't I get to where this person is, because this is your journey and you've had to learn and attain the knowledge, and that's where you are utilizing it now. You're no longer sitting back watching your life take place, feeling disassociated and like it's not even your life. You are aware and more tapped in to what your life is and what's really going on. You realize that you are the star in your own movie. And this movie is a good movie that it's going to have the ending that you desire. You're not going to allow other people to write your script any longer. Where is this going to lead you? This is going to take you to a place where you're releasing your old ideas and beliefs of what your life should be. And you know that this goes back, further than where you are at this very moment. This goes back to, your childhood and your early upbringing. And you're releasing those ideas of what happiness is actually for you, what fulfillment actually feels like, and you're letting spirit guide you. This is going to enable you to be more at peace and more grounded and to have less fears, because you're no longer putting those expectations on your life. Your life is no longer fulfilled based on what other people have told you it should be. You're deciding what makes you happy. You're deciding what direction you want to go in. Because you've known all along. You've always been in tune with yourself. You just allowed other people, situations, circumstances, or thoughts to hold you down. Because that's what society does. That's what the programming is. To make you feel like you're not enough, so you won't be. But you're breaking free from that by releasing these attachments and circumstances and people. And what it is going to bring for you is a wonderful new opportunity for abundance given by the universe. God is giving you a new path that's going to bring you the abundance that you have been desiring. And abundance isn't just financial. It's being fulfilled totally within your life and having this great sense of fulfillment and gratitude and love for your life in this physical world. That's what you're headed towards. It's coming your way. A beautiful path that you couldn't even imagine previously. But it's opening up for you because Spirit is guiding you in this new direction. And you're going to be able to create and have the things that you need in this life, in this 3D world. Because spiritually, you already have it. It's just about creating it here. And you're figuring that all out. And ultimately, it's going to have you be in your emperor energy. You are strong. You are powerful. And you're standing alone in your strength. You know your worth. You're balanced. You know that you can hold the world in your hands by creating the life that you desire. You have the ability to manifest. You're balancing your masculine and feminine energy. Your inner self is guiding you. Your soul is guiding you. Spirit is guiding you. And you're putting in the work. That's what's coming for you. You're going to be a leader that people look up to. Because you know that you already have this within you. I know it might seem scary right now, but this is for you. A higher path, a higher calling where you are looked up to and you're able to create and change things like that. Let's see what other messages we get. You got egg. And help me. So, again, I feel like the things that you have been attached to, that have been programmed or implanted within you, you are releasing those things. You are detoxifying and cleansing yourself of those things. You are not allowing those things to flourish and grow and manifest within you any longer. You are protected. You see the destruction that these thoughts and patterns and the people around you, you see what they have done to other people. And you see that the negative powers that be have just ate these people up, destroyed their lives. And you don't want that for yourself. You know that you are protected. And it scares you to the core to be like those other people. So that's why you need to release. Release the things that make you similar to these people. That would be what's, this devil energy. You've seen it. You already know what it is. Only you know. You're no longer wanting to identify with these things. You're no longer implanting these things in the people around you or within yourself. You're moving forward. You've seen the destruction that it causes, and you don't want that for yourself in your life. And you are being called to ask for help, ask for assistance if you need it. Again, there are dark energies, entities, the dark powers that be. They don't want you to excel. They don't want you to do great within your life. Call your angels for help. Call your spirit guides. Call on God. Ask for help when you need it. They will help you. But also know that you have to help yourself. Don't expect that you can just call on help and, things do, just work for you, because that isn't how that goes either. You have to be helping yourself. But you do have support, and it will be brought to you. The people that you need to align with, they will come along your path. They will come. You just need to stay focused. And the people or circumstances that have, done you wrong might shock you or surprise you. They might be people who you are very close with. But just know that those people are here to teach you lessons. That's all. Karmic energy. Let me do one more card just to have something on a positive note to end with. And you have unity. Today I bring my attention into the present moment where I become one with my inner light. As I make this conscious connection, I find myself centered in my heart and begin to glow with my own divinity. Union with my inner light provides me with a wise and stable base from which I can now live every day of my life. So I feel like you are connecting with yourself and realizing that you are one with God, with the universe, with everyone around you. And by being within your light, by allowing that to guide you, it's allowing you to see the world differently. which is allowing you to make the changes to even, propel your life in a different direction. I keep just feeling propel, move forward. That's what you're going to, a higher destiny. And it's creating a new version of you. So don't fear this change, these changes, because this is allowing you to be more grounded, to have the happiness and satisfaction that you want in your life. So allow your inner guide to push you, to move you in whatever direction that you need to go. So I'm being called to stop right now, and I wish you the best. I wish you so much love and light, and you take care.